As I mentioned, Dean Phil Drucker is a huge part of why we're here today after 4 years of diligent study on the part of these 11 people. I want you to hear from Dean Philip Drucker.
Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. As the academic in the group, having been through several graduations before, I'd like to just speak to everybody, mostly the graduates. In many ways, graduations can be both happy and sad events. In many ways, they seem like the ending of something rather than the beginning. But I assure you that as lawyers to be, with your JD degrees, this is just the beginning of a journey that you can't possibly imagine you're about to take. And the best example I can give of that to you is me. When I went to law school, I went back when I was 36 years old. It wasn't that I didn't have a good job, it wasn't that I wasn't moving up through the company, but I just thought that something was lacking from my life. And so I thought maybe if I went back to law school and got a degree, things would change. Well, little did I know at that time just how much they would change. And so today, having gotten my degree and then passing the bar, which all you will do after that, I went to work in the law office for many years, after which I came to a very odd and interesting opportunity, which was I was working for a lawyer who also happened to teach a business law class at a local community college. And so she had to leave for 2 weeks. And so she asked me if I would take her class for her during that 2 weeks. And so I immediately said no, because I didn't like school, that I was glad to be away from my school and had no intentions of ever going back. Well, fortunately for me, with my closed mind at the time, she told me either you take my class or you're fired. So with that in mind, I took the class. Now, strangely enough, after that, about 4 or 6 weeks later than that, the school actually called me and said, you know, the students actually like you better than her. Would you like her class? And I thought about it and I said, well, I'm probably going to get fired for this, but yes. Well, I didn't get fired, and that was 2001. And so I can tell you that when I graduated in 1999 from law school, the last thing I ever had on my mind was being a professor, much less a dean in a law school. But I can tell you surely that it is one of the most absolutely satisfying things I've ever done in my life. And again, what I'm trying to ask you to do is stay open to the opportunities, because there can be enormous ones. All I ask is that you look forward. Today is all about the future. Also, if I may say a few words about the law school, it is also about the future today. Today is the first of many graduations. I think that we can look forward to that as well. I cannot begin to tell you that, again, I hope you don't mind me talking about myself quite a bit, but I can tell you that when I moved to the Coachella Valley, I had absolutely positively no idea whatsoever that there was a law school. I actually, by accident, almost went onto that thing called the intranet, and I found out that in fact there was a law school starting off and that the address listed on the website was 2 blocks from my house. I had absolutely no idea. I somehow managed to arrange a meeting with the Dolans at Maxie's Bar and Grill. I convinced them enough to let me in the front door, and here we are today. So again, just looking around and staying open to the opportunities is what today is about. I know it sounds in many ways it's a very glorious day. Sometimes it feels like something's ending. But again, I tell you truly that for both the students in this class, the graduating class, and for the law school, this is the beginning of many, many, many great and wonderful adventures that you can't possibly imagine lie ahead. And I thank you all, graduations class. I congratulate you. The law school, I congratulate you as well. And I cannot begin to tell you just how happy I am to be here. Thank you very much.